When we're going to make a moral judgment, there are two bases on which we can make them. The first one is intent. The second one is outcome. When it comes to Lemessurier, if you judge Lemessurier on the outcome, he looks pretty good. Nobody died, the building did not collapse, it was fixed, the storm did not arrive, everything worked out fine. So you could say, if we judge people on outcome, then Lemessurier's doing great. But think about the fallacy of judging people exclusively on outcome. Let's say you and a buddy, you're out, you have a few drinks, maybe one too many, or maybe not quite, but you know, even if you're legal, you're somewhat impaired. The two of you drive home, one of you makes it home safe, the other's arrested on a DUI. Are you morally superior to the person who had an adverse outcome because you were lucky enough to not get caught? I don't think so. Just because you were lucky, just because the storm didn't come and blow your building over, doesn't make you morally superior. So we say outcome is flawed because outcome is not really under our control. Outcome has a lot of luck involved. So we're going to judge people not on outcomes, but we're going to judge them on intent. Did Lemessurier intend to do everything he could to hold paramount the public health, safety, and welfare? And here, Veronica's questioning this. Veronica's saying they could have run the repairs, 3 shifts, 24/7, got it done faster, and reduced the risk. Risk is not certainty. Risk is just something that could, maybe happen. But what happens if we judge people morally on intent? Here we have the problem of moral luck. Some people get lucky, but that doesn't make them morally superior. Here we have the problem of moral hazard. We will never know people's intent because we can't read their minds. Often we don't know our own intentions. We just kind of do stuff and we hope for the best. So if we can never read someone's mind and we can never know their intent, then we can never make reliable moral judgments about them based solely on intent. Moreover, if they know that they're going to be judged on moral intent, we introduce this problem of moral hazard. Well, it didn't work out, but I meant well. I didn't mean to kill that bicyclist because with my reckless driving. It wasn't something I intended, it was just bad luck. And because your intentions are good does not necessarily make you morally superior. So now how do we make moral judgments? Based upon intent or based upon outcome? One approach is we have no right to make moral judgments because we will never know someone's intent and we cannot hold them completely responsible for their outcomes. But Veronica brought up this idea of risk. What were the risks that Lemessurier took in delaying the repair of the building? The risk was that that storm could hit New York City and it could blow the building over. Lemessurier attempted to manage the risk by monitoring the storm. When people take prudent risks, it doesn't always work out. When they take risks with an awareness of the consequences that the risk they're taking have on others or might have on others, they exhibit to us moral intent, that is, intent to understand and account for the consequences of their actions on other people. They are not completely responsible for those outcomes, but they are somewhat responsible. Sometimes they get lucky and sometimes they don't. Neither do they always know their own intentions, but sometimes their behavior exhibits a likelihood of moral intentions, intentions that account for the needs of others or the consequences on others more than behaviors that are entirely self-serving. Does this make sense to you? So we've gone over 2 principles. They're competing principles, moral hazard and moral luck.